All right, so I've never filmed a jump board video, so I figured I would do one today. We'll just do a little bit of just regular jumping, maybe some single legs, some glute single legs, and we'll see where we go. So we'll do a little jump board class. All right, so I have the jump board on, and then you wanna lay down, you wanna get comfortable. Normally when I'm jumping, I like to have the headrest up just so you could see where you're landing. Neutral spine, you wanna keep the abs and you wanna keep the hips stable. The arms would normally be right at the side to stabilize your body. Keep the abs in for everything we're doing. I'm gonna start with Pilates V. I'm gonna count everything. So let's just do 10 of everything, but sometimes with clients, I'll time them. We'll do like 30-second jumps or a minute jump. So it's really up to you, but I'm just gonna count to 10 for everything that we're doing. All right, so we'll start with Pilates V and just jumping out and landing. Trying not to crash. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. I normally like to do like a little footwork series when I'm starting. And then let's go to wide turnout. So wide turnout, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Also, the other thing I wanted to mention, so when you are jumping, you want to jump out and land on the ball of the foot and then kind of roll to the heel. So you never want to land flat-footed. You always want to jump out, ball of foot to heel. So always landing, ball of foot, roll to the heel. All right, so we just did wide turnout. Let's do legs together jumping. So parallel legs together, 9, 8, 7, release the abs, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then I'm gonna go into hip width apart parallel. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, into wide parallel now. So wide parallel, jump out, lands. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Breathing the whole time. I'm also on one red and one blue. For women, that's normally what I would start like footwork jumping with. All right, so now let's go back and forth. So let's do a Pilates V. We'll land wide and then we'll go back to the V. And then back to V and then wide. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last ones. Good, resting. You always could be lifted, like supporting the head and then doing the jumps. But for today, I'm gonna end up having us lift when we get more into the ab stuff. All right, so when you're ready, legs together, parallel, and then land wide. Together, wide. Parallel, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last ones. Resting. Whew. Definitely feeling it already. All right, so next one, let's do a jump, open, land. So jump, opening, landing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Another one I like to add in is kicking. So jump, kick, land with both feet, other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. This is a great way to add cardio in. I haven't jumped in a while, so I'm definitely feeling it right now. Okay, next one, let's do some frogs. So you're gonna jump, bend in, land. Jump, bend in, land. 8, my heels are touching. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, awesome, resting. Okay, this is another fun one I like to add in. It kind of gets into the abs. Straight legs for the most part and just jumping out. Really keep the abs in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest. Whew. Okay. Let's go to skier. So skier is both toes are gonna face one way, the opposite hip lifts, and then go to the other side. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last ones. Woo. Okay. Resting. Okay, for the next one, I'm gonna make it lighter and we're gonna start getting into the ab stuff. All right, so I'm gonna put it on, it's on 1 red now. So lighter normally gets into the abs a little bit more. Hold on. I'm just adding some AC because I'm definitely getting hot with the cardio. Okay. All right, so we're on 1 red spring. And then let's actually do single legs before we get into the abs. I'm gonna stay on the 1 red spring. Okay, so I'm back in. We're only landing with 1 foot now. So I'll land with the left leg. So jump, bend in. You could always lift for these to get into the abs if you want. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and then we're gonna go external outside the jump board. I'm on the tower reformer, so I'm going outside the pole. 6. You could always go in the pole, just don't kick the pole. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and then we're gonna come back over, go straight up, and then down over the jump board. I like to add pointing, flexing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Rest for a second. Okay, the next one I think is the killer one. I'm gonna keep my head down for the next one. This leg is gonna stay up to the ceiling the whole time. Jump, kick this leg up. So the left leg is meeting the right leg. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, rest. Now we're gonna do everything on the other side. Bend in, stretch out, keep the abs in. 9. You could always stay down, you don't have to be lifted. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then outside the pole, external. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then when you're ready, you're gonna go straight over and up. You could always rest. I like to just get right into it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then this leg stays up. I'm gonna drop down for these. You could stay lifted though. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, rest. Okay, awesome. That was a little single leg series. Okay, and then let's get into the ab stuff. I'm gonna push away from the shoulder blocks a little bit. I'm gonna interlace the hands behind the head, and I'm just gonna do crunchies. Lifting, bend the knees in. 8, 7, so almost like a frog. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Into crisscross. So 1 and then the other. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good. Straight leg crisscross. Now rotate, land, other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, resting. There's a lot of stuff that I do with the ball for abs. I'm not gonna do it today, but that's like a whole other video. We could do a whole video with ball jumping, which I love, I do all the time. That'll be in the next video. Okay, next one, I'm gonna jump, kick the legs up, drop, you could be lifted. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Let's add in circles. Jump, circle, land. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse it. 10, 9, definitely feeling it. 8, 7, it is fun to jump though. 6, Pilates cardio. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Woo, okay, next one, I'm gonna keep the arms up, jump, reach for the opposite ankle, land the other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, resting. Okay, good, and then we'll do a little Peter Pan. Jump, one leg out, other side. There's a lot of stuff I also do with hand weights jumping, so that could kind of be another video too. 4, 3, 2, last one, resting. This is one I would use a weight for. So hands together, jump, pull the knees in, go in between the legs. So imagine I was just holding like a 5 pound or something like that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees touch now. One side, pull the knees the other way, other side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resting. Okay, now let's get out of this. We're gonna go into the glutes on the side. Definitely one of my favorite things to do. I'm gonna stay on the red spring. So you could always do like a heavy red, see how it feels. I'm gonna do the 10 jumps, but sometimes I do time these jumps when I'm with clients. Okay, so you have options for jumping on the side. You could either stay like this, the bottom leg would be bent in, lifted in the shoulder. We're only gonna jump out with the top leg. Or you could come through if you have the peg, you could hold the peg like this. You could also lift the headrest, or if you have a pillow, you could stay down. This is gonna be the harder one, lifted. Do not sink into the shoulder. We're only doing 10 of everything. Stabilize, you could hold here or here, and then when you're ready, jump out, land. Try to engage the glutes. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump, kick up, land. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jump, kick forward. 10, 9. Definitely feeling it. You could always take a break in between. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one, jump, bend the knee in, land. Definitely feeling it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, good. Rest for a second. We're doing one last tiny baby one on the side. Straight leg out. Normally I like to try to stay in line with the hip. Jump out with the straight leg. You're gonna bend a little bit. This is a little baby killer. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, rest. You can pull the leg back, stretch for a second. That was fun. Okay, everything on the other side now. All right, so stacking up. I'm gonna start the same way that I started. Top foot on. Stabilize your body, stay lifted in the shoulder, engage the glutes. Jump out, land. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, jump kick forward, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump kick up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Good, then we're bending the knee in, land, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Okay, good. Last one we're doing, straight leg, little ankle taps. We're gonna bend a little bit. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Rest. You can always pull the leg back, stretch, breathing. Okay, we're gonna do one more glute one. Full body too, because we're gonna be lifted up. Okay, if this is too much for the wrists, then you can always be on the box. So you could always do it from a plank position on the box. I'm just gonna do it here. So you could either stay on the shoulder blocks, lifted, you wanna check knees under the hips, or you can bring your hands to the side. I might go back and forth. We're only doing 3 things on each side. I'm gonna start here. When you're doing these, really feeling the cardio. When you're doing these, try not to sink into the wrist. So try to stay lifted in the wrist. I'm gonna start jumping out with this leg. You really wanna stabilize your body. I'm still on the 1 red spring. 7, keep the abs and use the glutes. 6, 5, lift it in the shoulders. 4, 3, 2, last one, and then you're gonna jump and we're gonna kick out to the side. So jump, kick out, land. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, try not to crash. Okay, last one here, jump, kick up, tiny little kick up, don't let your lower back arch too much, engaging the glutes. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Whew. Breathe, make sure you're breathing the whole time. Okay, we're going to the other side now. Whenever you're ready, stay lifted in the wrists, shoulders, abs in, glutes engaged. Jump out, land. Really stabilize your body with these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, jump, kick out to the side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, jump, kick up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, rest. Awesome, I'm gonna do a little child's pose stretch, breathe. I always like to come onto one side, breathing, stretching, other side. Awesome, but that's an amazing way to add cardio in. Normally for like a little cool down, feet in straps is amazing after jumping. I love to do feet in straps after jumping. So if you're feeling that, a good like stretch after the cardio would be feet in straps, 2 red springs or 1 red, 1 blue, a little lighter, and doing like some nice stretchy circles. But yeah, until next time.